Well, really we're going about it the same way we did the last couple of weeks. We're kind of in a groove right now of the routine that we're in, and when you win a game, it doesn't matter who it is. The stakes go up the next week. So the stakes have gone up again this week, and now we have to go on the road. And so there's a few other things we have to deal with besides just the opponent, and it's some of the things that we do. And so yeah, we'll put thought into that. It'll be a part of the plan, and then we'll have to execute the plan once we get down there. But it's definitely a place that any road game's tough, but we have to do a good job when we go to this particular place because we haven't in the past.
Speaking of that, getting in that groove, with the benefit of hindsight, is the loss to South Dakota State, did that kind of kick you guys into that gear, or was it a gut check moment maybe for you this season?
Well, that particular loss, when you get beat in the dome, I know it's a gut check time anytime for me. I can tell you the games we've lost in the domes, and there's not many, and usually those are swing games in seasons. So in that particular one, when we lost that one in the dome, that's when you had to go back and kind of reevaluate to make sure everything was in line to continue the season in the direction you wanted to go, because that was a tilting point, and always is. Doesn't matter what year. Find that game you lost in the dome, and that's a swing moment. So we used that in this particular case, made some adjustments at that time, and fortunately turned it back to this direction and positioned ourselves for another week and another opportunity.
Isaac Alice coming off the bench has been really effective for you. How many guys have you had like him who could give you that as a reserve?
Isaac Alice has been excellent. He's quietly really been a very productive player for us. We all talk about X and we talk about Mac O'Brien sometimes in the middle, but Isaac Alice is playing that defensive end, and he has been outstanding. And some of the plays that he makes and some of the plays he allows other players to make because of what he's doing on his edge of the defense is really creating a lot of problems for the opponent. So he's a quiet leader. He's one of those people that makes your team so good because he's consistently doing his job right and getting it done, even though you're not watching until you get on Sunday morning, you pop the film on. He's where he's supposed to be, and he's actually helping other people make plays because of what he's doing on his position. So you can't replace those guys. That's how you win football games, is players like that, that may not get the headline, but they're the ones that are creating the headlines for somebody else because of their play.
Compared to, excuse me, to Boothby a couple of years ago, just in terms of the motor, I assume that's still
He's much like he's much like Boothby as far as that motor. I mean, he's always coming, he's always low, he's always got leverage. He's a very strong person, so he's a very productive player. Very seldom do you see him get knocked around too much that he's not holding his position, and that allows other guys to run to the football. So yeah, he's much like Boothby in that way, that you always knew that Boothby wasn't going to get knocked around too many times unless something happened within the play.
Mark, can you talk a little bit about your